Alright, it's time for a new video. Before I talk about what I'm going to do in this video, I do want to give a shout out to my students who have subbed, as they say, to my channel. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I hope it doesn't get too boring for you guys. I'm glad some of you have taken an interest in what I do. I actually do enjoy it. So here, this one's going to be a little bit of a challenge, so you might like this one. So what I have is another copy or another version of the character Axe from Demolition, who was a great tag team in the 1980s. This is the WWF, what some people say WWF version of the Road Warriors, but I still enjoy them as a tag team nonetheless, even though they are kind of a carbon copy of the Road Warriors, or what would be Legion of Doom in the WWF. So here we have Axe. He is one half of the tag team. I already have a copy of Axe that I have redone, as well as Mr. Fuji as their manager at the time period. So what I'm going to do with this Axe is I'm going to make him into Smash. So he'll have the same outfit as Axe does, but his face paint I'm going to strip down, and we're going to make him Smash instead, so that I can get the whole tag team intact and hopefully find some belts for them at some point. So I'm going to start off with giving him a bath as normal, clean him up, and then we'll start putting Axe, which will be Smash, together here very soon. Alright, here's part 2 of redoing Demolition Axe into making him a Smash. So he's already cleaned up. He doesn't look too bad. Does have some pock marks on his arms and such, but first of all, I'm not sure how exactly those got on there. Someone was poking him with a needle or something. But anyways, I'm not worried about it because they're my customs, so no biggie, no, not a problem for me. So I will try to remove his red face paint first. I'll try and stay away from the black as much as I can. I want to put a little bit more off of that so I can put a white base down for Smash. And then I'm going to start on his black color. For his black, it's going to be a jet black. I went with a flat black on, or normal black, I always say flat black, but I went for a normal black on Axe, my original one, and it turned out pretty good. But I want to try the jet black and see if it gives a little more gloss, a little more tone to it. We'll see. Maybe it'll just look like the other black, and I'm okay with that as well. Probably the white base that I'm going to use, just literally a plain white base for his face, but I want to try and remove as much of the red as I can, because if you've worked with the LJN figures, you'll see that the red is not a friend. It's a terrible color to work with, especially when you're trying to go back over it again. It takes about 1,000 coats to get on. Luckily, the black is very, very easy. So what I normally do for my nail polish remover, just steal some from the girls, put a little bit in this container lid. I like these lids because it's hard to overflow things. Don't need very much. I grab a Q-tip and I just let it soak. And I just get working on whatever I can. And once I hit those spots, there are a couple parts that have some black, and I'll take that off. And then I'll go to the face. I won't bore you with the pictures. I'll just show you, or the video, I guess. I'll show you it when it's all finished with the face paint off. And then I'll do the black. And then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards with that red off, or as much as I can, as I can get off. So there we go. So now I'm starting to epoxy Axe to try and make him into Smash. This is just the beginning of it. I kind of forgot about starting up a video. So use the epoxy. What I'm going to do is try to mold his hair so that it's a little bit longer, and it'll have some streaks through it, like on that side. And I'll run the toothpick through to kind of separate it, and not really braids, but to give it waves and stuff. So a little bit different. I'm having fun doing this, and I'll give you another shot here in a little bit and let you know how it looks. Here is Demolition Axe, soon to be Demolition Smash. Decided to use some milliput putty and make his hair. Wasn't really super confident coming in and doing this, but I'm going to be honest, I think it looks pretty good. Just used a toothpick. You can see a little bit of his black coming through, but I'm okay with that. That'll get colored in. Just use the milliput like it was supposed to be, and just use a toothpick to be able to make the little strands of hair, and it looks pretty good. So we'll let it dry probably overnight, and then we'll start painting the hair color, and we'll put his face on, and we'll be good to go. So finally got the courage to work on Smash again. It's been a while. I've kind of put him off, mostly because I am struggling with his face paint and his hair. Where I last left off, I had used that Milliput on his hair, which I'm actually pretty pleased with, at least in terms of the back. The lines look really good close up. Problem is that front section, I may have to figure something out. Sorry about that camera there. But otherwise, it's not awful. I don't know. I think I could live with it if that was his face paint. I've read a lot of problems trying to find online where others have done it to different degrees. I'm okay with it. I'm going to sleep on it and see what I think tomorrow, but at least I made an effort on it, and it didn't really take me too long. To do just a thin brush, I used bright red paint with some white around it, and then going with a jet black again. I think that's the best for these colors. So I'm going to put it to rest and then come look at it tomorrow and see how it stands out, see if I can do something about that hair. I'm going to maybe try to give it some kind of an angle line or something, or widow's peak. I don't know what it is, but anyways, I'll give it a shot tomorrow. Here's the final video for Axe and Smash of Demolition with Mr. Fuji. Hand painted all of these, including the faces. I just got some tag team belts the other day from somebody who makes these on the internet. They are a thin, it's a picture quality, but it still looks good. I like having them with their belts there. So nothing too complex in terms of the paint scheme that I did. I used a timeless gray for all of their spikes, and then let me think. Used a bright red on especially Smash's face. So overall, pretty pleased. Got a nice Mod Podge on them, so they look pretty good, and I'm happy. I finally got my whole Demolition. I will get a cane for Mr. Fuji at some point, but I just don't have one right now. So there you go. There's Demolition.